Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you a brief breakdown of the Golf MK7 and go over all its common issues to better educate you about your ride or your future purchase. Introduced and up for sale in 2012 in the European market, the US didn't get the MK7 until 2015. The base Golf is equipped with either a new 170 horsepower 1.8 liter turbo inline-4 motor, 150 horsepower 2 liter inline-4 diesel, which was discontinued after the first year due to little demand, and a 147 horsepower inline-4. The GTI received a slight power increase to 207 horsepower with its turbo 4-cylinder, and the Golf R has a 276 horsepower turbo inline-4 motor. There is also an electric Golf with 113 horsepower with 83 miles to the charge until 2017 when it received 125 miles to the charge. 2018 marked a minor styling update. 2019 Volkswagen downgraded the motor to a 1.4 liter, and also in 2019 the Sportwagen Alltrack and the Golf R were dropped due to the increased demand for SUVs. Now, what are the issues? Let's go over them. If you are hearing a groaning sound as you drive, this could very well be a faulty wheel bearing. There have been many reports of the front wheel bearings failing prematurely and usually before 50,000 miles. It should be able to be replaced under warranty, and if not, it should be doable by a DIYer. You'll need a torque wrench capable of tightening to 200 Newton meters plus 90 degrees or 147.51 foot-pounds of torque. I'll link some of the parts and how-to videos down below for your convenience. Here's one major issue in 2015 models. The turbo likes to completely seize up and fail. Under warranty, it should be replaced. Now keep note that not all 2015 models have this issue, but it does occur. You will need to replace the turbo with a new one if you happen to have a 2015 model or any turbo car, waiting for it to warm up to 180 degrees before driving spirited, and allowing your car to cool down before shutting it off after a spirited drive will allow your turbos and engine to last a lot longer. If you do like spirited driving, or you're planning to grab some power upgrades, then I'd factor in a new performance clutch to replace the weak factory clutch, if it is manual. Coolant leaking out of the thermostat water pump housing in the 1.8 liters and 2 liters is a common failure, and usually leaking at this connection. Replacing it with the most current revised housing would be your best bet. You should be able to replace it yourself, but set a good day's worth of time. The fuel pump did receive a recall for certain 2015 Golfs, GTIs, and Audi A3s. Basically, these Bosch fuel pumps have nickel plating that can flake off and cause a fuel pump to fail. Talking about plating, in this case, the finish on the start button tends to flake off relatively quick. It is easy to replace, luckily, but an easier option is to install a cap like this one. The sunroof can develop two issues. First, the sunroof drain holes clog and cause the water to leak into the passenger side of your car and may cause staining on the A-pillar. You will essentially need to clean out these drain holes like this guy. The sunroof rattles and makes noises while on the road. Most of the time it will rattle right around this spot, and the proper way to fix this issue is to remove the headliner and tighten this bolt. But an easier option would be grabbing an N5 nut and tighten it on the easily accessible end and double nut it to lock the nuts in place. Go ahead and get the nuts from Lowe's, it's much cheaper that way. Carbon buildup is a large issue due to direct injection. Carbon basically builds up on the back of the valves, and because modern cars uses a PCV system, it makes it a bit worse because it's recirculating the unburnt mixture and therefore leaving deposits on the back of the valves. This buildup can be so bad that the valve won't be able to shut all the way or open all the way, causing bad fuel economy, rough idle, and misfires. You would need to remove the intake manifold and scrape off all the buildup with some sort of brush, roughly every 100,000 miles. Using seafoam or something similar and dumping it through the intake manifold would be a decent preventative measure, but it won't get rid of all the carbon buildup, so expect to do this service routinely. Finally, the plastic drain plug can leak, and both the plastic drain plug and plastic pan can become damaged fairly easy. Swapping to a metal drain plug and oil pan would eradicate this issue. You'll simply need to remove the skid cover, drain the oil, remove the oil level sensor, remove the oil pan, and install the new one. And of course, do an oil change. This is just a corner Volkswagen cut to reduce costs. Now, even with the list of issues that this car has, the owner satisfaction is fantastic. People love this car. It's a driver's car. And people who own these cars don't mind fixing the little issues that pop up. Now, if you like this video, check out this one. This is Chris with AutoMotivate. Always appreciate and respect one another. I'll see you in the next video.